Today we'll be talking about the Unit 7 video assignment. The Unit 7 video assignment is Chapter 9, page 606. It is number 38. Parts both A and B. It says that a computer programmer can use complex numbers and the complex plane to implement geometric transformations. If a programmer starts with a square with vertices at 2, 2, -2, -2, -2, -2, and 2, -2, each of the vertices can be stored as a complex number in polar form. Complex number multiplication can be used to rotate the square 45 degrees counterclockwise and dilate it so the new vertices lie at the midpoints of the sides of the original square. Part A asks what complex number should the programmer multiply by to produce this transformation, and Part B says what happens if the original vertices are multiplied by the square of your answer to Part A. So to start out with 38.A, here's a quick sketch of all the points. And when you put the first point, 2, 2, into polar form, you get square root 8 cis 45. And the second point, which is -2, 2, is essentially the same, but the degree is changed. Because it is in the second quadrant, you add 90 degrees, because that is the amount of degrees in a quadrant. The third point, square root 8 cosine 225, you add 180 degrees, because that is 2 quadrants away from the first quadrant. And the fourth point, 2, -2, is square root 8 cosine 315 plus I sine 315. You add 270 because it is 3 quadrants away. And because of what is given in the equation, when you rotate it counterclockwise would mean the point starts here and goes 45 degrees this way. So you would put in cosine 45 degrees, and because you're dilating it by 1/2, you put the 1/2 outside, so it comes out to 1/2 cis 45. And so an example of this point would be, or example of this point being used is square root 2 cis 90. This is on the first point. And for part B, if the original vertices are multiplied by the square of your answer, so 1/2 cis 45 squared gets you 1/4 cis 90. So that means that you dilate by a factor of 1/4 and you translate it 90 degrees counterclockwise. Thank you for listening.